guys, today we are talking about the Sonia Kashuk 15th anniversary makeup brushes because they have been all over Instagram. So many people have been out looking for them, and a lot of you did get them and you've been posting pictures because they're so pretty. They're gold and purple. This is how I ended up storing them in a container from Michael's, and the beads are also from Michael's. This brush set is $39.99 when you pick it up at a Target in the US, and a lot of you wanted to know what I thought of them. Is it worth the money? Is it worth the hunt to search for these? Because apparently a lot of the Targets are sold out of them. I was fortunate enough to pick these up at the Target right down the street from me, and I went online. I went on Target.com, and right now until August 2nd, Target.com is offering $10 off 40 for in-store pickup. Because this brush set is $39.99 and they get you with that last penny, you have to add another item. So I added a bath towel that I wanted to get anyway. I ended up getting 2 bath towels. These are limited edition, and I'm gonna show you the box that it comes in. It comes in this big box right here. So is this worth the $40? And that question is really hard to answer with just a yes or no. It really just depends on you and the availability of this in your area. If you happen to be at Target or you go online, you're interested, and you end up finding them at your local Target, it says in-store pickup, then I say go for it. But if you have to go to the other side of the county or another part of town to get these, I don't really think it's worth it. And if you're not in the US and you're sad that you can't pick these up in store, I really don't think you're missing out that much. When I washed these brushes, just like any other brush that I have, there was a lot of fallout. Not to the point where it was like chunks flying off or anything, but there was definitely fallout and it's very noticeable. Another thing I don't like about these brushes is they have a really bad smell to them. For example, I just picked up a Real Techniques brush. I have not washed this yet. It's brand new right out of the package, and it doesn't have a scent at all. But with this, it's like that manufactured chemical plastic smell. Maybe it's a plastic smell, but I washed the brushes and it still smells like that. It's not as bad and it's not unbearable, but it's definitely there. So when I'm applying stuff on my face, I can smell it, and I'm not really a big fan of that. But it's not a deal breaker, it's just something to look out for. So with that being said, there are some pros to having this set. I mean, each brush really is like $260 something a piece, so that is actually really awesome. And I've had Sonia Kashuk brushes before. I've gotten 2 individual eye brushes. One I still own, and I got it maybe 6-7 years ago, and it's holding up really well. It's a large eyeshadow brush that I use to highlight my brow bone. And I know she's rolled out quite a few collection items, but I just haven't purchased them. So I figured, you know what, why not take the plunge when they're really pretty, they're gold. I love gold, but I don't own any gold brushes, so I was like, why not? And I was also able to get the $10 off. I will start off with the powder brush. It's a good size. I like it, and it gets the job done. I use it to set my makeup with a powder. I will compare it with the Real Techniques brush just to give you an idea of the size. So it's pretty similar, but the Real Techniques brush is a little bit bigger. So here is the blush brush, and it works really well to apply blush. I think it applies the product beautifully, and I did use these brushes earlier today as well. I actually took off my makeup tonight and reapplied my makeup and showed you how I use the brushes, but I did use these already once today, and I was able to go out in natural light and look at my makeup, and I thought the way that everything was set looked really good with these brushes. This is the Duo Fiber Buffing, so hard to say. This is the Duo Fiber Buffing brush. And I was really intrigued by this brush. I want to say blush so bad. I was very intrigued by this brush when I was searching online to see what people thought of it and if the whole set was worth getting. And this looked so awesome, and I really wanted to try it. So I used this to set my under eye concealer, and it worked just fine, but it is a little bit more prickly than I would like. This is my favorite brush out of the collection, and it's the Synthetic Angled Multi-Purpose Brush. I use this to apply my foundation, and it buffed it in really nice. It's not better than the Sigma flat kabuki brush or I haven't tried the angled one, but I would imagine it's really similar to the flat one. It's not as good as that. I still prefer the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and the buffing brush by Real Techniques over this. but this will be a good backup for me because I liked the end result. My skin looked really glowy and healthy, and there were no streaks or anything like that. I think it just buffed in the product really well. This is the brush that so many people wanted to know about because it looks like the NARS Ita brush. If you're not familiar with that NARS brush, it looks kind of like this. It's flat, and it was just always sold out. You could never find it, and if you did, it was pretty pricey. So the fact that there was a brush similar to it in this collection, and the whole collection was $40, I thought it was worth the shot. I really like this, and I am glad that I'm able to have a brush like this now that I can use for contouring. Basically, you have to use a light hand. I use the Benefit Hoola bronzer for this, and I think as long as you use a light hand, you can really chisel your look or make your look chiseled. You can also work it into parts of your forehead just to slim it down a little bit, and I think this is a great brush. I mean, I'm no makeup artist, but I think it was pretty easy to use. This is the foundation brush. I did not like it. I'm pretty sure I'm never ever going to use it again. I tried it today. I just don't like brushes like this. They're like the painter style brushes. It's super rough on my skin, at least the one that I ended up getting in my collection. So don't like this one. As the brushes get smaller and smaller, I am losing track of what they're called, but I believe this is the concealer brush and this is the blending brush for eyeshadow. I really like this for the crease. I think it picked up a really good amount of product, and I think it just worked beautifully. Basically, these are all of the rest of the small brushes. I have here, let's see, I'm reading the back of this box. So there is a crease brush, a small eyeshadow brush, a fluffy eyeshadow brush, precision smudge brush, a synthetic angled liner brush, and a smudge brush. And there's also a spoolie. As long as you can kind of look at the brush and think, oh, I think this will work great for this, I don't think it really matters. You don't have to use it, you know, especially just for your crease. You can use it for other things too. I wasn't too detailed at the end, but I hope you don't mind. You kind of get the idea of the different ways that you could use these brushes. Overall, again, if you have to go searching far and wide to pick up these brushes, I don't think it's really worth it, but if you are able to just go to your nearby Target and pick them up, or you already are at Target and you happen to see them on the shelf and you're in the market for new makeup brushes, then go ahead. You know, why stop you from getting some pretty brushes? That's my overall thought on these brushes. They're pretty, and they're going to be nice to have on my vanity, and they will be good backup brushes. I do like the contour brush. I like the angled brush for foundation, and the rest of them are pretty good too. The eye brushes are good. I have to know how it feels on my face, so some of them were prickly. Some of them weren't as soft and nice as I thought they would be on my face, and they do have fallout. So, you know, there are just different things that you kind of have to weigh and see if it's worth it for you. So I hope this video was somewhat helpful, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you all again really soon. Bye!